Okay, it's the evening before JBoss World officially gets started, and we're here in Chicago with Emanuel Bernard. And Emanuel is going to tell us a little bit about his current project, which is...
well, I've got many projects.
Okay.
But nowadays, Hibernate search and also the specification named Invalidation.
And what's going on in Hibernate search?
We actually have a few new ideas in the pipe. One of them is to use what we call InfiniSpan, a way to store your index not on a file system, not in memory, but across a distributed grid. So that's pretty interesting and some very specific use case. We've also a new way to cluster the application. So traditionally we use JMS, and now we use you can use a plain JGroup solution, so you don't have to use the JMS server to do your stuff. And we're also working on some kind of a DSL to write a full text query, which is going to be pretty interesting because it's going to lower it makes Lucene query even easier for like new developers, and that's really one of the goals of Hibernate. So yeah, a lot of things going on.
Yeah, that is a lot. Now, if they wanted to find out this information, where's the best place for them to look?
So because it's the trunk release, it's either the Hibernate dev mailing list or even the forum, and they just can come and ask questions, and we're usually pretty responsive.
Great. I also wanted to ask you about the Bean validation spec and how that was going.
Well, it's doing great. It's actually almost done in a way. The cool stuff is we've been working very hard to get it inside Java EE 6 to get a bunch of traction over there, and we made it, so we're pretty happy.
That's great. So
right now it's we're about finishing the what we call the TCK, which is kind of a test suite to make sure that the specification, the implementers of the specification are actually properly implementing the spec.
And who's beginning to adopt the Bean?
Invalidation. A lot of different people actually. Historically, people using Seam or even the Hibernate suite were using Hibernate Validator already, which is kind of the grandfather of Bean validation. So they're already familiar with the concept of having validation being triggered by, validating from the presentation layer like JSF, and then your business layer, and then also JPA triggering validation before storing data into your database. So they already have that. They don't have the standard API yet, but we have a beta version of JBoss 5.2, which is about to go out, which is going to contain Bean validation, the JSF integration, and the JPA integration. And even beyond that, I've heard a few customers coming back to me and saying, "Oh, my colleague loves Bean validation. It's already inside the application all over the place." So, many grassroots adoption actually, which is a good thing, good sign, definitely.
And while you're at JBoss World, who are you going to see speak? What's on your list?
I think I'm gonna go see Manik Sotani speaking about InfiniSpan, which is it's a cool technology which is pushing JBoss cache beyond its limits. So they want to. JBoss cache has been designed to cluster up to 50 servers or maybe 100 servers maximum. They're targeting like thousands of servers. So it's pretty interesting technology. When everybody's talking about the cloud, it's a quite interesting thing. I'm probably gonna, speaking about the cloud, I'm gonna probably go and see Bob, which is gonna speak about JBoss Cloud and explain what we have already and which is available to people of the community.
Well, great. Emanuel, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
And hopefully we'll be seeing you soon.
Yep.
Okay.
Cheers.